Hi, in this video I'm going to cover how to bulk reschedule patients who don't keep their appointments. I'm already logged into Dawn, and in the work list dashboard panel I'm going to go to the link Missed Tests. As we've spoken before, it divides the patients into two categories: priority, schedule manually before running bulk reschedule, and that was covered in a prior video, and late, okay to bulk reschedule, and these are the ones we're going to look at today. So I changed the filter to late, okay to bulk reschedule, and these are the patients who now appear in my list. Now, some people choose never to bulk reschedule their patients. They reschedule each patient who fails to attend manually. But if you do want to bulk reschedule your patients, this is the process you need to follow. So you can see there's a reschedule button at the bottom of here, and above that it's telling me the number of days it's going to advance the appointment. Now mine's set to 7 days because I deal with the patients the day after they were due to come. If you want to give the patients a week's grace before you run the DNA, you might want to actually set this to 14 days. We'll go with it as it is at the moment with the 7 days. And I'm going to click on the reschedule button. Now behind the scenes, it's doing exactly what I did in the video where I manually rescheduled the patients. It's marking them as non-attending, it's incrementing the DNA count, and it's printing an appropriate non-attendance letter. Now sometimes this process will time out, and if it does, any patients Dawn wasn't able to reschedule will stay on the list, and you will click the reschedule button again and repeat this process until there were no patients left on your list. So the next thing I have to do is check that Dawn was able to schedule an appointment for those patients, that the diary wasn't full and it was unable to book an appointment. So we changed the filter to test date advanced, but there was no free slot in the diary. And I can see one patient fell into this category. So if we take a look at this patient, it's not scheduled. If I click on the schedule button, I can see it was trying to book the patient into a clinic that doesn't have any slots during that date range. So I might choose to book them into another clinic and select an appointment on that clinic. This is at the point where the letter will trigger. I can say OK to the message and I can go back to the list view. And you can see that that patient's now disappeared from the list. If I want to see the patients I've managed to reschedule successfully, I change the filter to reschedule successfully today, and that's the list of patients I've just rescheduled. So what I would do, if not now, at the end of my DNA processing, I would go to the reports option. I would select the daily DNA check report. I can filter on today's date and I can show the report. And this allows me to check through that what has happened to the patients is appropriate. They've had an appropriate message sent to them. Nobody still needs a diary appointment, and there's various other information on here as well that you might find useful. So that's how you deal with patients by bulk rescheduling them.